you guys there. Welcome to your YouTube channel where we talk all about the GATE exam. We are doing the decomposition. If at all the existing relation is in first normal form, second normal form, then how do we decompose it to be in third normal form, right? Right. So let's do that. We have another question. Relation are A, B, C, D, functional dependency set A, B to C, C to D and C to A. So first of all, find out the respective normal form for this relation R. And for that matter, first of all, we have to find out the key of the given relation. So for that, let's do that. AB plus, what does AB gives you? AB gives you A, B, C, C gives me D. So it looks, this is a super key. But let's check whether it is candidate key or not. A plus gives me only A, B plus gives me only B. So not at all decomposable. So yes, it is a candidate key. Furthermore, the A can be derived by C. So here I can replace this A by C and so it becomes CB plus and so it becomes CBA and also D. Right? And C plus alone, what it can do? It can give you C, it can give you D, it can give you A, but it cannot give you B. So this is one of the candidate key and this is the second candidate key. Okay, so what are the keys? The keys are AB and BC. Certainly overlapping candidate key, and I can easily see because of it, it is not in BCNF. Okay, so let's find it out. What are the problems? What are the types of dependencies we have? AB to C, a complete key determining anything. Though here it is key attribute, if it determines anything, it is absolutely fine. Key attribute determining the non-key attribute. Okay, I hope you all understand what is a key attribute. Any attribute which is part of a candidate key is a key attribute, and the one which is not part of any candidate key is a non-key attribute. So this is key attribute, this is non-key attribute. What is the type of functional dependency? Partial dependency. Okay, then is C to A. What is C to A? Part of key to part of key. That is violation of BCNF. Right? Right. And with that, because we do have a partial dependency, so what is the normal form for this existing one? This is first normal form. The given relation is in first normal form. Okay, so here we have in first normal form and we have to convert into the third normal form. The method is exactly same that I told you in the previous video with that particular question. Nothing but then whatever is the problem for that normal form, take that dependency, put into a separate relation. Okay, but here in this question there is something which is really important to be noticed. What is that? Somebody might think, ma'am, should we do the violation of BCNF also into separate relation? No. Okay, so here you go, the problem. So we have the very first problem, that is C to D. Okay, and that is a partial dependency, so that is the only problem, and that I'm going to put into R1, so it becomes CD. Don't say second relation R2 is going to come from C to A. No, this is just the joining relation. Joining relation means take out the dependent part from your original relation. So I take this off and whatever is left, that becomes my joining relation. So that is ABC. And so if I have to call decomposition set, then it becomes CD and it becomes ABC. So here what you have observed? You have observed that the partial dependency is the only problem for the third normal form. The violation of BCNF is not a problem for the third normal form. Correct? That's a problem for the BCNF. We are not decomposing in BCNF, we are decomposing for 3NF. The highest normal form which we are trying to achieve is third normal form. We will certainly use it if we are already decomposing from 1NF to BCNF. Okay? If we are taking it from 1NF to BCNF, we will do that. But right now what we are doing from 1NF to 3NF. So we are not going to use that. Now comes a The next part, that is the property. One is a lossless join. Every time you do the decomposition, make sure you check for the properties. The second is dependency preserving. So yes, the lossless join, you all can see what is the common attribute, that is C. So take out the closure of C. C gives you C, D and A. So that makes that C is the super key for this relation, and so it is lossless join. Now look for the dependency preserving. So what all are the dependencies which are preserved? So if I look at C to D, it is very much present in here, right? Right, so this is preserved. If I look at C to A, it is very much preserved here, right? Right, so this is also preserved. If I look at AB to C, this is also preserved here. So all the three are preserved, correct? And so lossless join, yes it is. Dependency preserving, yes it is, correct? So with this example, I hope you understood that how from the given lower normal form you reach to a higher normal form, and the exactly same concept applies no matter you go from 1NF to BCNF, you go from 2NF to BCNF, 2NF to 3NF, whatever, or 3NF to BCNF, whatever type of functional dependency which is a violation for that nature or for that higher normal form, just make a separate relation for that. And a joining relation, whatever separate relations you are making, take their dependents out from the original relation and put as a joining relation. So I hope you understand, because why it is needed, because we want to make a join in future, correct? We don't want to have a decomposition which is lossy in nature. We want to have in future, whenever a query comes where you have to make a join in your SQL query, then you should be able to do that, right? So I hope this is very much clear, and I'll come up again with another video. Till then, bye bye, take care.